People don't realize that actually the number one WeChat, the number one platform is WeChat. WeChat has 1.2 billion users. The number one in the world is Facebook, okay? They have 3 billion users, 3 billion daily users, okay? And then after Facebook, for sure, it goes to WeChat. WeChat, even though it's not international, but according to the volume of China. But after WeChat is Douyin in China, that has 800 million users, daily users, and then it goes to RedNote and has 300 million user, like regular user, daily users. So we're talking about massive numbers, like it's crazy numbers. It means if that's why I believe if you have a really good kind of product or service, etc., and you know how to market yourself pretty well in these platforms, even you get 1% out of this, it's crazy. Even the attention that you can get, it's crazy. So that's why like for me, the first experience I had with RedNote, it's because everybody was talking about RedNote. So I went inside and I was like, okay, obviously for foreigners, everything is in Chinese, so you would not really understand in the beginning what is written, etc. But you could see style, the style of the format that they are using. It's quite interesting. Actually, you can see, you can feel the user actually, the feeling as a user is pretty nice.
But that has changed already. The experience that you had when you first time used the RedNote was RedNote before TikTok refugee.
Yeah, I agree.
In the start of 2025, and we had everybody knows that TikTok was gonna get banned worldwide, not in US.
In the US,
in US. So at that time, somehow all the TikTok users in the US, they jumped into RedNote, and the RedNote was filled with US users. So after that, during that period, I guess RedNote headquarters was working so hard that they came out with the translation function. So everything now, no matter the post or the comment, you can just translate English. And for all the other features, name on RedNote, so actually my phone's language setting is in English, so the features automatically become English.
Yeah.
So now I think it's totally foreigner friendly.
And which is very good. I mean, it's perfect, to collect all the TikTok refugee, knowing that in the US still working, TikTok is still going very well, I think why the people, they become in love with TikTok because it's so easy. Anybody can be on the platforms. Anybody can do. It feels like for Instagram or Facebook, you need to prepare, you need to have a scenario, you need to have a very good, you need to polish a little bit your video. When it comes to TikTok, just take your phone and just do whatever you want. So they don't need, exactly. So that's why they become in love with TikTok, And I think Douyin is the same, but in the Chinese side. But the fact that RedNote now is becoming, foreign users friendly is a big thing because definitely brands can connect with their target audience. And I don't believe as well, in RedNote, speaking or making content only in Chinese, that's the only thing works. I'm pretty sure we can try it. I'm pretty sure content in English still can work. So it doesn't have to be a super well translated in Chinese because all the users, we're talking about youngsters. Youngsters. I think the generation between 20 and 35 and 40, more than 50% at least they speak English, So what do you think about that? You think it seems like you don't agree. You don't agree with that?
I don't think a lot of people on RedNote daily life, they speak English or even use English. But they're young, and so they accept anything that's unique and fun. So let's say if you're a foreigner and you're publishing your broken Chinese, and for them, they welcome you very much. They find it's amusing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so for all Chinese, all other countries, they use their broken English. For them, it's also very amusing. So it's just, for them, it's fun.
So you think only English content will not do well, but if you kind of mix, you make a fusion between English and some Chinese, broken Chinese, ni hao, some little words, to make yourself more close to the culture. It works better.
It works, of course, for I think for your personal IP like if you want to add this personality of trying to merge in the culture, and of course if you do like publish with your language and broken Chinese, the user will feel much more closer to you. Like you, of course, because you're trying to be one of the person in the community, right? And I can also imagine like in the future your IP account can even grow to daily, like in a year, your Chinese evolves so much better, and your followers will even feel like, oh, so proud, like you have grown.
Yeah, but why I'm saying this, because I think we know about I remember last time we discussed about this chef, is Italian chef, who during the COVID start making videos, because during the COVID people actually had nothing to do, so they were sitting at home, and he was at home and he was making videos about how to cook, etc. And this chef went from, I remember because he was my friend, he's still my friend. So he went from, at that time he has his own IP, he has 50 followers, and he went up to 600,000 followers in 2 years.
Impressive.
It's crazy. And then the guy was getting invited, the chef was getting invited by many brands in China, to come and endorse the brand, and also he was invited for many advertisements, etc. So, and he was doing his content only in English. He was speaking basically only in English. So that's why I'm like, I agree with you, but
with Chinese subtitles.
Yeah, here we go. Now I agree with you. Chinese subtitles for sure. I think it's very important. Now the platform even allow you to, now with ChatGPT and DeepSeek, etc., all the AI, you can definitely translate in a minute.
Yeah, since the trend of TikTok refugee, actually, because RedNote is kind of a mixture of authentic content, but also 精致, high-end content, beautiful content.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah, but I think if they only use their authentic native language, I will not get attached or influenced, because I don't understand anything. For example, if I saw one post starting with Portuguese title, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting, and I go inside and then find out actually everything is Portuguese. So okay, I leave then.
So I leave then. Okay.
So please use bilingual.
Yes,
at least.
And I do think the translation function is a big deal, because one of the features on Instagram, I think, that's where RedNote will go in the future, is basically you can translate into any languages. If I see a Portuguese content, I translate it, automatically goes to Chinese or English. And for that, it's because language connects to everybody in the world. So I think this translation function is very important, and I hope soon they will be able to translate any languages on RedNote.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think that will be a trend.
You touched something very interesting what you're saying. You say the personal IP. So I'm pretty sure everybody, many people hearing listening to us don't know personal IP and also company IP. So how about we discuss about that? So to give a little bit more insight about what is the difference between personal IP and company IP, and which one works better. So I have some ideas for that, but I want to listen to your insight first. It's your time. Your time has come.
So I feel it's quite different, the personal IP and the company IP in different types of platform. So platforms like RedNote, it's so much about lifestyle and entertainment. So if it's a tone of a company, it should be professional, but at the same time, it shouldn't be too business vibe. And for personal IP, if you are an influencer, you have to have a very unique selling point. It's like any other platforms. Maybe you're super good at geography, so your content will be mainly about your experience in that, and the entertainment content, it will be also related to that specific skills that you have.
I think the personal IP is a direction, like when you mentioned personal IP, it's a direction of what your account gonna be like. Like means you use your personal account and you're gonna grow your content centered with you. and create different concepts and to build your own account. But this is very simple to start with. Like download the app and register with your phone number, then you have your personal account. Then you start creating your pictures, your bio, like using the most fun way, the way that suits your personality best. And you can label yourself. You want to become travel blogger or food blogger or something. Then you start your RedNote creator journey. And for the company IP, which is company account, first of all, you still need to register with phone number to create an account there first. And then you transfer it to the company account. And you will need, of course, the relevant license, the relevant certifications relate to your business or your industry. And then after being approved, then you will have your company account. And the content creation, I think content creation, of course, you will have different directions. It's very different from personal to company. But for company account, you will also have some other official features which will suit the company needs and the company benefits.
Yeah, definitely. So for me, the best combination when I look at social media, let's say if you are a business owner, you have a brand. I think if you have a personal IP and the company IP together will be perfect. Why? Because especially if you are, let's say, if you create a personal IP and you are very comfortable being in front of a video, very comfortable introducing your product or service, you are kind of like the founder that can create his own, personal brand. And then you combine that with the company IP, that will be perfect. Because in the company IP, what the platform can give you and the personal IP is not suitable for, you can create more sales-oriented content. Okay, you can really sell, all right? So in the business IP. But in the personal IP, even though maybe you can have the right to sell, but it's not really for that. Like, I think you gotta keep it social first. You gotta keep it like it's a community, is like you are like sharing your lifestyle, etc. And people eventually will, if they want to buy anything from the brand or they will go to the personal IP, and they will buy. I think the combination is huge. Even for us as a marketer, if we see, let's say, if we see a restaurant or if we see any brand that has, let's say, a chef that is very good at being in a video, very good at, presenting himself and talking about his skills and just like a showman person in front of the camera, I can tell you, his personal brand will have an immense, impact on his business, because that's the way, and I think this will be the future. Like in the future, that a business must have a personality. It must have somebody in the front, like a public person. If it's the founder, it's perfect. If it's not the founder, you better find somebody in your team that can do that.